Rapat kerja Komisi 10 DPR bersama Menteri Kebudayaan Fadlizon diwarnai orasi Komisi untuk Orang Hilang dan Korban Tindak Kekerasan Kontras. Aksi orasi ini dilakukan sebagai bentuk kritik kepada Fadlizon yang menyebut tidak ada pemerkosaan massal dalam tragedi kerusuhan 1998.
How can be an official says that the mass rape in May 1998 was just a rumor? Imagine how the survivor must feel after hearing something like that.
Yes. I'm yours.
The first one.
I'm second.
There you go.
Nice.
Hey Nanda, why you look so tense? So many assignments?
Yeah, why have you been quiet since earlier?
I'm thinking about the news. The Minister of Culture who said that the mass rape in May 1998 was just rumors, but the TGPF literally found dozens of sexual violence, including many rapes, and that's the reason why the government formed Komnas Perempuan.
There is not a strong evidence, right? Maybe you mean us not believe the rumor with easily.
That's the problem. It wasn't just a rumor. There are survivors' real experience already recorded in an official state report. If they're saying it's just a rumor, it feels like they're trying to erase history.
Hey, what's so serious? What happened, guys?
I guess the conflict survivors was waiting for 27 years for justice, and now an official says that the mass rape was just a rumor. That's basically the state refusing to acknowledge survivors' suffering.
For me, denial is very wrong. The TGPF and Komnas HAM both declare war crimes against humanity, and President Habibie himself acknowledged their hurts.
But from a legal point of view, you still need evidence that stand with the court. But if there is no filing yet, it makes sense people having a question about the measure.
Still, public official can just say just a rumor, and then especially the stage to the TGPF and then from Komnas Perempuan. So the part of the stage and then responsibility for the strategy.
I just worry that if the terms get exaggerated without clear explanation, history becomes a political tool. We should be critical too, not just follow NGO narrative. What's happening right now is exactly an attempt to rewrite the story to according of a power. Many human rights groups say removing the 98 tragedy rapes from official narrative is a second form of violence towards survivors.
Actually, without a clear ruling, it's not for me to accept the term mass rape because the story needs solid evidence, not just about the story.
But the stage already made by TGPF and knowledge of sexual violence cases and including many rapes. So why you can say just stories?
But the report data was incomplete, right? That's why the terms mass is still debated. It's normal if official wanted review it again. What's not normal is using denial to silence survivors. Komnas Perempuan correctly said the facts of the 98 sexual violence is a repeat of sexual violence too.
So, who are supposed to believe? The survivor, Komnas Perempuan, and the TGPF, or an official who suddenly makes a statement no?
Yeah, I don't think we'll find a conclusion right now. Rather than discussing in circles, how about we ask someone professional about this topic tomorrow after class?
Okay, deal. After class tomorrow, we continue this discussion.
In your view, what's the difference between being careful with historical data and actually whitewashing the May 1998 rapes? At what point does being cautious turn into denial that ends up prolonging injustice for survivors?
Actually, there's a very different clear wall between you're being careful with historical data and you're actually whitewashing the history. So if we're talking about being careful with historical data, it means that you're respecting the victims. You're respecting what they're actually experienced. You're still remembering of what they're actually experienced. You're thinking about what they've been through, and you're respecting by hiding their data and stuff and sharing the social media that this is a true event. And whitewashing is actually, yeah, you're not actually talking about that. You're talking that the mass rap, the 98 mass rap it's nothing. That's not actually happening. Clear wall between those two.
Looking back at the TGBF report, Komnas Perempuan finding and the documented testimonies of survivors, do you think the state still has any ethical or political ground to call the 1998 mass rapes a rumor or improvement? And why is this kind of historical whitewashing harmful but for the victim and for society as a whole?
Pity for victims is actually very unethical for the government, for the political parties and stuff, to say that this is whitewashing. This is the event of mass rape. The 98 mass rape is not true. It is very unethical. It's not very unprofessional for them to say this because, as I mentioned earlier, that we have, as a society, as a ethical civilians, we have to respect the victim. We have to respect what they've been through, what they're actually experiencing and stuff. And by the government talk that that's not a true event, it's unethical because it's like they're unrespecting the victim is not experiencing that. Because it's true, the victim is actually suffering, the victim's family is suffering from losing them, so it's not unethical.
So, how was the discussion?
Based on the discussion, the state should not deny or whitewash the tragedy. Such action not only hurts the victims and put injustice, but also endangers the integrity of history and deny the survivors' suffering.
We might have different opinion at first.
But there is one thing we all agree on.
The history of violence against women in May 1998 must not be whitewashed.
It must not be forgotten.
And it must never happen again.